Look, I know every single one of you wants to run an ad campaign that makes you a ton of money, brings you amazing results, and doesn't waste any of your cash. Look, I know it. Everybody does. I wanted to, and now we do. So, look, right here, right now, I'm going to show you exactly how we run our ad campaigns, the copy, the headlines, the creative, the targeting, just the entire campaign, unfiltered, step by step. So you can see exactly how we do it. And we've been running a similar campaign structure since day one. And so I'm going to show you exactly how we do it. And by the way, this ad campaign has been consistently getting us a 9 to 11x return on ad spend every single month. That's why I want to show you exactly how we do it so that you can do the exact same thing. So by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to run an ad campaign, and you can just leave and do exactly what you see here. And believe me, I highly recommend you just copy what I'm about to show you. So let's get into it. All right, we're inside of our ad account here. This is the main ad account we've been running our campaigns on since day one, really, January 1st of this year. And as you can see, we've spent a little over $60,000 on this ad account. So some people might think that's a lot. Some people might think that's nothing. I think it puts us in a fairly credible spot to give some advice on ads. So I'm going to show you literally everything in this campaign, exactly what we have set up, unfiltered, show you everything. But first things first, I'll show you this first, just to show you I'm not completely full of shit here. These are numbers we did recently with the ads. So this here is September. We spent $5,328 on ads, and we did just over $56,000 in revenue. And then I'll show you October, which of course is the most recent month. As you can see, spent $9,263 on ads and did $88,000 in revenue. So as you can see, those are pretty good numbers. I'm not going to lie. Pretty good return on ad spend, if I do say so myself. It's about a 9 to 11x return on ad spend. And so if you can maintain those numbers, you will be printing money. And that's how you scale your ad spend. If you can maintain a solid ROAS as you scale your ads, as long as you're not completely butchering your margins, you will continue to grow pretty effectively. So as we can see here, first things first, we'll take a look at the metrics here. So as you can see, we got five ad campaigns launched here. And I'll break down at why we have 5 instead of just 1 or 2 launched. I'll break that down in a little bit. As you can see, the website completions, 407 here, 463 here, 254 here, 346, and 22 on this one, which we just launched about 2 days ago. We are now spending $400 a day. We just recently scaled from $300 a day to $400 a day in ad spend, which is about $12K a month. And we're looking to get that up to about $20K a month in the next 2 or 3 months, which I think is very, very doable. And that will help us scale a ton as long as we can keep this ROAS, right? And so I think we can, I have no doubt. So yeah, let's take a look at this here. You can see the cost per member joining. Our school is $12 on this one, $8, $10, $8, $9. So quite good, quite a good spot to be in. If we can stay here, we're in a good spot. And then you can also see the click-through rate. For the click-through rate, as long as you're anywhere between 3 and 5%, you're in a good spot. Anything above that is really just a bonus. And as you can see here, we're between about 4.5% to about 6.5%, which is a very good spot to be in. And as long as we stay there, I'll be happy. And then you can see on the link click-through rate here, as long as your link click-through rate is above about 1%, I see some people can say as low as 0.5% or 0.7%. I think that's a bit low, to be honest, but anything above 1%, you're in a good spot. Our link click-through rate, as you can see, is between about 1.5% to about 2.5%, which honestly, if it can stay there, I'll be more than happy, and they're doing very well. So let's take a look at this here. And so first things first, let's get inside the actual campaign itself, and I'll take you through all the juicy stuff. This is all the stuff that you're going to want to take a look at here. So first things first, how you name the campaign. People overlook how you name your campaigns. And so this is something minor, but also quite important so that you can navigate your campaigns when you do have a lot launched. So we name it with where we're sending them, the type of lead we're getting, and where we're targeting. Pretty straightforward. As you can see, we are running lead ads, which is pretty common, right? A lot of people are running lead ads, but we're not running lead form ads. We're running straight to our school, which I'll show in a second here. Don't do campaign budget or advantage campaign budget. I don't like it. I don't recommend it. Up to you. If you want to ignore me, go for it. I don't think it's recommended. So we can take a look at this here. So we're generating leads through the website. We're not doing instant form. Most people do instant form where people are clicking on the ad, the Facebook lead form pops up, and they're filling out their name, email, and phone number on there, and people are collecting it. We don't do that because we don't want any friction between the ad and people going to our school. So what we do is they see the ad, they click on the ad, they get sent to our school, where there's a mini VSL, which draws them in to join the school even more. And then they join the school. And when they join the school, that's where we do what most people do in the lead form, where we're collecting their name, email, and phone number, getting them added to our ecosystem, and sending them all the nurturing sequences, content, testimonials, etc., all that sort of stuff. And so we're optimizing for number of conversions. We're using the Insight AI pixel, and we're conversion event we're optimizing for is complete registration, which just literally means people joining the school. And so the Insight AI Academy pixel is very useful, of course, as well, because the Facebook algorithm is very, very powerful. And so it's tracking all the members who are joining our school, and the pixel tracks all the data of what these people are like, what their characteristics are. And Facebook takes that information and uses it to target more people that are similar to the people who are joining our school. So it's very, very powerful. It's actually a bit ridiculous, to be honest. And then dynamic creative. So we use dynamic creative to run all our campaigns. A lot of people might say that's controversial because people say only use dynamic creative for testing. We've experimented quite a bit, and dynamic creative has been outperforming even other campaigns where we use the winning creatives and headline and copy from dynamic creative in their own ad set and own campaign. Dynamic creative still outperforms them. So if it's working, we're not going to change it. And so if it's not working, we are going to change it. But this is working, so we're going to do it. And then the budget. We do $20 per ad set. And so as you saw, we have 5 ad campaigns, right? Each of them with 4 or 5 ad sets in there running at $20 per day. So we have 20 total ad sets running at $20 per day, which you might be running, hey, why are you running 20 ad sets at $20 per day instead of 2 ad sets at $200 or 4 ad sets at $100? And the reason being is that I find Facebook's algorithm that when you increase your ad spend, they see you as somebody who's willing to spend more money, so they charge you more. At the end of the day, Facebook's a business, so they're trying to make money. Same way they recommend you a bunch of changes to your ad campaign, which end up hurting your ad campaign and making you waste more money because they're a business and they want to make money. So with this, we have found that $20 per day is kind of the sweet spot where if we spend $50 a day, our cost per lead ends up being like 2 to 3 times higher. If we spend $100 a day, it also ends up being about 3, even 4 times higher, which is just ridiculous. And so with that, we found $20 per day to be the sweet spot. So when we just recently scaled our ad spend from $300 to $400 a day, instead of just making one new $100 ad set, we duplicated a whole campaign, which had 5 $20 ad sets inside of it, and we launched that. And so with the start date, this start date is by far the most important thing you are going to be needing to keep track of with your campaign when you launch it. I'm completely lying. This doesn't matter at all, to be honest. We launch it at midnight, call it a superstition. We've experimented with it. Some people launch at 1 a.m., midnight, middle of the day, noon, really up to you. I found it makes little to no difference, but we do midnight because maybe it's a subconscious thing. I don't know, but that's really up to you. Don't pay too much attention to it. And then the location itself. So as you can see, we're targeting Canada, the UK, and the US. We're spending about $160 a day targeting Canada, UK, US, and about $240 a day targeting Canada, UK, US, and Europe. And so the reason we started targeting Europe is because our platform now can speak about 41 languages. So a lot of those being European languages makes sense for us to target Europe as well. And then we have a lot of partners who are in Europe who are, our clients now. And so for us, it makes sense. For you, there's the big 5 that you should target: Canada, US, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. Those make the most sense. But, if you're going after other countries, and go for it. If your market is, Spanish speaking, go after Spain, right? So all that type of stuff. But in terms of age, for us, we target all ages. We have partners who are 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We have partners who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s. So it makes sense for us to target all ages. And I would recommend you target all ages as well, unless your offer is just very specific to a certain age, like, retirement homes or something that's just only for a certain age group. But other than that, you should just target all ages. Same with genders. Target both genders, male, female. For us, we have male clients that do very, very well. We also have female clients that do very, very well. So again, it makes sense for us to target all of them. Same with you guys. Unless your thing is very gender specific, I think you should target both as well. And then with advantage detailed targeting, for us, we have experimented with a ridiculous amount of these, almost too many different interests. So with this, we have found these 3 being the best performers: advertising agency, artificial intelligence, and business. As you can see, they're all interests. I highly recommend you only do interests and behaviors for your detailed targeting. If you do anything else, like demographics or anything like that, it's probably going to hurt. If you don't want to take my word on it, go test it out and waste some money, and then you'll see. But I recommend taking my word on it because we tested it out quite a bit. And then languages, again, we target all languages because, again, our platform can speak so many that it makes sense for us to go after all languages. And with advantage placements. So there's advantage and manual. Advantage placements really just means Facebook chooses where they place your ads. And manual means you select where you place them. And the different placements are like the feed, reels, stories, the explore page, all that sort of stuff where you see ads is where Facebook can place them. We do advantage placements. We find it does very, very well. Manual can do well as well. It really just depends on which performs better for you. I recommend testing it out, but we are always testing it out. I find different times advantage does better, different times manual does better. Like about a year ago, manual was what I was running all my campaigns on. But now advantage is what we run them all on, and it does amazing. All right, let's get into the ad level. The very, very juicy stuff. This is the goods here. All right. So where we're running the campaigns from, we're running them on our Insight AI Facebook page and Nick's Instagram account. So look, I highly recommend you run it from a personal page. I see so many people create Facebook and Instagram pages for their business that have no credibility, no followers, no nothing. And they just put the logo as the profile picture and then a couple posts that just don't look legit at all. And so I don't recommend that. Would you buy from a page that looks like that? Probably not. Whereas if you click on an ad and it's a personal page, it's got a person who has maybe 1,000 followers or even just a few hundred or a couple thousand with posts about their life. You see their business, what they're doing, all that sort of stuff. That looks way more legit. And people buy from those they know, like, and trust. It's a lot easier to know, like, and trust a human than just a logo or a brand. So I highly recommend it. Again, if you don't want to heed my warning, go for it. Make your little cute little fucking page that's just a logo, and you can see how that goes. But if you listen to me, you'll probably reap the rewards. So let's take a look here. These are the creatives we are running. We have this one here, which honestly we've been running since pretty much day one. It's very old. It's about 6 months old. I am literally just sitting there on a Loom video, kind of like this, where I'm just going through what is included in the free school. And people love free stuff. So as you can see, I'll show you in a second, the headlines talk about free. The copy talks about free. People love free. You can hand them a bag of shit. And if you said it was free, people would grab it without even thinking. So if you give them something actually worth of value for free, people will love you for it and they will take it. So that's what this ad creative shows here, everything that they'll get for free inside the school. And we give a ton in there. So it's very valuable. And then this creative, here's a demo. And so we really pioneered these demo creatives. If you've clicked on any ads similar to this, you probably see a ton of them now because the algorithm pushes them towards you. And so we really started these back in January, where we just started taking call recordings that we had with the AI and running them as ads. Nick would make them look nice, as you can see here, and then we would launch them. And they started crushing it from day one, and then people started copying them. So we had to make iterations and improvements to stand out. People would copy those, we'd make new changes, people would copy those, and so on and so forth. And now I'll even be scrolling on Instagram sometimes and see a video that's another company's ad with my voice or Nick's voice in a demo that they just took from us, which I don't blame them. They do very well. But because of that, we have to make new improvements to stand out. For example, one of those examples being we use a demo where Nick answers the call with the AI and he's screaming, he's swearing right away. This is a good hook because he's yelling, he's cursing. This stands out when you're scrolling on the algorithm compared to most other ads for AI, which is just a very basic linear English conversation. This stands out a ton. So certain things like that that make our ads stand out and do very, very well. So as you can see, this primary text here, I believe this one was honestly a ChatGPT one that we just tweaked a bit, where we're name dropping Larry Fink, who's of course a well-known person in the investment space, CEO of BlackRock, dropping how we made 20,000 in a single week, which was, this is improved by quite a bit now, but this was quite an old copy here. And then this one as well, calling out agency owners, which is our ideal market, and then dropping some buzzwords like 10K offers, AI infrastructures, and free 52 module course. Anything with free, put it all caps, it just stands out. People love free. And so these headlines again as well, make 10K a month selling AI infrastructures, free 52 module course, how to sell AI infrastructures for free. Pretty self-explanatory how these do well. If you see an ad like this that's showing you what you're going to get for free with a headline saying free course, with copy saying free course on how to make 10K a month, people are going to click it because it's drawing them in for sure. Then in terms of the call to action, always do learn more. None of these other ones, no matter what, even if you're selling something, even if it's not free, even if they are downloading something or buying tickets, click learn more, always. Never switch that up. Again, if you want to ignore me, do it. You'll see it doesn't work as good, but do learn more. And then as you can see here, browser add-ons, we do none. Depends on your situation. We're sending them to our school as well, and we have the pixel there. So as you can see, we only have 2 creatives on this one, but I'll show you on our other one here, we have about 8 creatives. I believe we're running 18 to 20 different creatives right now across all the ad campaigns. And that's because we run so many different demos to see what's performing well. So if you take a look here, yeah, we're running a ton of different ones, a bunch of different iterations. We run multiple different demos on multiple different colors, multiple different backgrounds to see what's working and what's performing better. And this is how we find winners, and then we'll switch out ones for other ones to test them out, and we'll let these run. So lots of variations of demos here that you can see. So I literally just showed you the exact campaign that we run, everything, the campaigns that we have spent $60,000 on. And so if you don't take what I just showed you here, that's on you. I think most people won't take advantage of this, which is why I have no problem making a YouTube video on it, because I don't think anybody's even most people don't take action. Most of you are probably gonna watch this, hop off. Some of you, if you're got this far in the video, maybe you are gonna take it serious, maybe not though. And so with everything I showed you here, genuinely, you can copy the structure I just showed you and it will work well. The creatives, the copy, the headline, don't copy that. That's a bit much. Come on, you got to have limits. Don't steal our stuff. But the structure of the campaign itself, you should use what I showed you here because it works very, very well. If you're in the AI space, use this structure. Don't take our creatives, but that's a bit much, and you'll be competing with us, and we'll crush you. But take the campaign structure that I showed you here. This is something that you're not going to see very often, an inside look at the exact ads a business is running. So go ahead and use these. And look, if you want to see a video of me breaking down how we got to the point we're at, where we're spending $400 a day on ads, we've scaled our company to be doing $88,000 in revenue last month, all this sort of stuff from zero, then go ahead and click this video here. I'll point to it. Maybe am I pointing to the right spot? Somewhere around here. Go ahead, you can watch that, and I will see you in the next one.